All right, something a little different today. Heading out to the property, I thought I would throw the camera up and do some recording. We are going to go check on those permits, see if we can bug the guy, find out some information. I also got a couple products to work on, so let's go for a drive. All right, so I never shared the entrance to the property, so let's go ahead and drive up there now that I got the camera rolling. And during the winter time, this is definitely a rough drive to get up. We have to gravel it and grade it and everything. You might be able to see some of the big holes up here that have been made with tires. It's been filled in partially, but still pretty bad. All right, so we're out at the property. I tried to stop and talk to the director. He's not even there. Hopefully he decided lunch. I'll go by a little bit later. We're not gonna do a whole lot out here. I got my little crate of some goodies, parts and tools and stuff. I just have a couple things that I gotta work on today. I got a couple products that were sent to me and stuff. And I just wanted to do a little bit out here while I could. Plan today is I'm actually going to try out this new 16-inch chainsaw from Dahan Tools. I'm not sure how well it's going to work. I tried one of their smaller ones before. It was actually pretty decent. This is my favorite electric one that works really well. I didn't bring the gas one today just because I'm not doing as much. Gosh. So one of my plans today is actually I'm going to take this grow tunnel and I'm going to set it up over here and I'm going to anchor it down. I'm going to do a couple T-posts and stuff because when I set it up, we had high winds and it blew it over. So I'm going to anchor it down. Here in about a week, I have to move out of the house I'm in, and I still have all of my plants, including my apple trees and stuff that I was going to get out here planted, but because of all the wildlife, they'll just eat it. So I'm going to set up the grow tunnel. I'm going to anchor it down, and I'm going to bring all my plants and put it inside of it and hope for the best for those while I'm waiting for the house. And I'll just come out here every few days and check on them, water them and stuff. So I'm hoping that this idea will work. It's not really the best plan. I was also trying to get a different greenhouse, but didn't have it in the budget or would get it here in time. I also have a new T-post driver. I was using a mallet. You can see the green paint and stuff from the T-post. That was definitely a pain in the ass, so I ordered one of these. But this one is a yellow paw. I guess that's the brand name. I want to say this one is about 22 pounds. It's one of the larger ones. And this is going to make putting your T-post in a lot easier. Now, I did not buy it for this. I am going to be fencing the entire 3 acres and I will be using T-post. So I decided to get that instead of a mallet. Now, originally I was trying to get this whole area tilled for the greenhouse, the garden and everything. And then I had an issue with a flat tire and I haven't had time to get out here, get it fixed and to get back to tilling. And I'm probably not going to have time for a little while. All right, that should at least keep this from blowing away in the wind. And then next week when I get all the plants out here, I will also put some deer netting around it and stuff to hopefully keep them out. So in the last video, I showed where I was working in this section, trying to get it cleared out. I think I was pretty close to this stump at that time. I've done quite a bit since then, cut down a lot of these little trees. My daughter came out and helped me with some of it. We're still clearing it up and everything. But I'll take the camera over here and just show you a little bit better. We got piles of debris that we got to clear up, of course. Some of these trees, we'll cut them down a little bit further. You know, some of this stuff could still be used for firewood, these larger pieces. But I need to get a mulcher so I can definitely clear a lot of this stuff. This is how far I got up in here. It's definitely a work in progress. We got all this area cleared out. I got to get that stump removed, but these blackberry bushes, they are a lot. And I was showing where I'm clearing pretty much to the property line, and my goal is I'm going to be fencing all the way across. I'm going to be blocking out all of this land here. I have these pretty bellflowers all over my property right now. I think they're called foxglove or something like that. They're poisonous to a lot of animals, but they are definitely pretty. This really tall tree that I wanted to get cut down, I was quoted $2,000 to cut it down and clean it up. So I'm gonna get a bigger chainsaw and do it myself. All right, so I cut this tree down a couple of weeks ago. So let's go ahead and try cutting this up with it. That one was pinched, I didn't get it finished. It's actually not bad. I'm not even doing much pressure. I'm letting the saw kind of do the work. For a battery saw, I'm actually pretty impressed. And right now we are at 62% battery. So it will definitely handle at least a couple trees. But I love the way that this one shreds the wood too. I mean, it really chips it away. But this will be pretty good for the average homeowner. Anyway, that's going to be about all I'm going to show today. I'm not doing a whole lot out here, just this kind of stuff cleaning up. I'm going to go and check out the permits, see if he's there. And I got to go out of town for the weekend, and then next week it's all moving. And then I'm going to be camping until the house is ready. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.